I'll come over here. I just want to hear your voice here.
Okay.
What do you think is the most important thing to teach our kids about the Bay?
The most important thing to teach our kids about the Bay is that it's a resource that needs to be protected not only for them but for their children and in perpetuity, so that everyone can enjoy it both economically, recreationally, for future generations.
Yeah. Nice answer.
We all have a role to play in the restoration of Chesapeake Bay. What sorts of things can you do to help your community save the Bay?
To help your community save the Bay, there's lots of things. You can encourage people to recycle, so not as much trash ends up in the Bay. That's a huge problem right now. You can encourage your community to eat locally sourced agriculture, which cuts down on everything from fossil fuels, nitrogen, all which are really important things to keep the Bay healthy.
Yeah. What do you do, Lauren? What is your career?
What's your job description?
Are you a scientist?
Yes, I'm an environmental scientist.
Let's talk about the science. Say more words like nitrogen. That was awesome.
Well, we got a scientist question coming up here. So this is the third question, which is, Chesapeake Bay watershed provides important habitat for over 3,000 species of plants and animals. How do you think these critters depend on clean water?
Well, they depend on the clean water for everything from, their food source to habitat. Oysters need clear water. They help filter the water. Other organisms need the oysters to do that so that they can be healthy. Everything from underwater grasses providing habitat for baby crabs, and it's the entire cycle.
So you're saying it's kind of like, it is like literally the circle of life, how one thing feeds the other, which causes this, and the huge knock-on effect. Do you think we're at the start of that, or are we at the end of that? Or are we both?
The end of...
Like the cycle of it, because we eat the oysters,
right,
and we eat the crabs as well. We also dump trash in,
I think we're just a part of it. I mean, I think it's great that we can use it as a resource for food, oysters, crabs. If you don't love those, then you're not a true Marylander. But I think we're just a part of it, because if we don't help to keep those things healthy, then we're not going to be able to benefit from them either.
Okay, all right, here we go. If you were a mad scientist, what invention would you create to help restore the Bay? What invention would you make?
I would help create some sort of large, dirty pollution filtering machine that would take out all the excess junk, all the trash, all the extra nutrients, and leave only the good stuff.
So you would be like a giant oyster?
Yes, exactly. I would create a giant oyster.
That's awesome. And then make a movie about it when it grows too big and gets nuclear.
Didn't somebody already make that one?
Right now we are halfway through the goal of restoring Chesapeake Bay. We're making good progress, but we need to finish the job. Have you seen any improvements in your own local community? If not, what sorts of improvements would you like to see?
It fluctuates, I think, from year to year, the health of the Bay, it seems, locally. I think important changes that could be made are, reductions in nitrogen for agriculture, people taking more personal responsibility when they're out on the water, but also, if you drive your car less, that helps save the Bay by reducing pollution. And so it would be nice to see more communities come together to make things more walkable, more local, and I think that would really help push us over that edge towards a cleaner Bay.
Okay. Now, you got anything in general you want to say?
I'd like to say that I miss living here on the Eastern Shore. I feel closer to the Bay when I'm here. I hope to make my way back so that I can be more involved.